I'm Gabriel Ross,
I'm Max Ryan.
Riley Kepple.
I'm Josh Brown.
and this is our presentation of our bid summary.
So we're going to start off with our scope of work and safety. Our scope of work as the structural steel contractors, if we get rewarded the bid, will include the fabrication, delivery, installation, and erection of all the structural steel skeleton components. This includes things such as beams, girders, columns, joists, decking, and all temporary bracing. We plan to do this with a crane, so we will also be providing the crane operator certifications as well as all training and inspections of rigging prior to lifts and picks that are being made. However, our scope of work does not include any stairs or architectural steel elements such as steel panels, anything that's for the facade. All work that we do will be done safely. We have a JHA requirement. All general PPE such as hard hats, safety vests, glasses, gloves, and boots will be required on the job site as well. On top of this, all structural steel workers above 10 feet, as required by OSHA, will be required to wear some sort of personal fall arrest system, use some type of fall protection. And with that, I'll pass it to Gabe to get going on our logistics.
Yeah, so starting off with logistics, we will have delivery of our steel and all steel members coming from Encore Steel in Phoenix. As located on the picture, the right image, it shows the route all the way up there, and they'll exit off of the I-17 and head over to Route 66 to where you can see in this left image is our steel, our logistics layout plan of where our office is, where the building's gonna be built, where we're gonna store our material, drop off the material, where the crane will be located, and just like little things all around that perimeter fencing, all that kind of stuff. And then going into our steel erection plan, as you can see, we have five different phases for the steel erection. Four phases are mainly steel erection, and then the fifth one is doing any like cleanup and dismantling work, pickup for the crane. As you can see, phase one starts in the bottom right quadrant in yellow, moving over to that green quadrant on the left, up to the blue quadrant in the top left, and then we'll do that middle work in the pink. That will be our quadrant number four. And then it'll finish out on quadrant number five right there. And then that will also be the area where the crane will be dismantled and any kind of pickup for that crane will be necessary, will be completed there. And then moving on to Max Ryan to discuss our schedule a little bit further.
Sweet. So our schedule is pretty linear. We are obviously only using one crane, a crew of about 9 people, so it's going to be pretty linear. Once the bid gets accepted, we're going to start on our fabrication and shop drawing approvals immediately so we can get those anchor bolts and base plates to our concrete guys so that we're ready for erection once we can get the steel delivered. We're gonna deliver everything and then just pick it up right on a crane. So we're gonna deliver it in order, get it up immediately. Crane mobilization, like Gabe said, will go in four sequences, starting with one, ending at four, and then five is just miscellaneous other things. And then the crane pickup. We have a construction start date of 5/4/2026, and then we're aiming for substantial completion at 8/7/2026. So it's going to be a pretty tight schedule, but I feel like if we move linear and with a purpose, we'll get it done on time. Then we're going to move to Riley for the final part.
For the cost estimate, our bid package ended at 2,918,623, and this covers 680 tons of structural steel, 4.5 tons of K series joists with a 5% allowance for bridging and overlap and waste. And we also have a 27,664 square foot of composite deck plus 12,753 square feet of roof deck with 10% allowance for accessories and waste.
Yeah, so this is our bid summary. Just a little quick recap. We went over our safety and how we pride ourselves in making sure our site is safe and that everyone follows all OSHA regulations, along with what we're including in this bid summary. Just logistics plan, delivery, site layout, all that kind of good stuff there with the site. Our phases for construction and how we plan on attacking steel erection and the metal decking. Our schedule with a substantial completion of 8/7/2026, and then our final cost estimate. If you award this bid to us, then we will ensure that it is completed with a high standard of quality and efficiency. Thank you.